What's up, SnEaKyNation? SnEaKy-P back with all the news after week 4 in the preseason of year number 2 of our San Francisco 49ers franchise, where the 49ers picked up their third loss of the preseason to the Chargers. Let's go ahead and check out this game early on. Phillip Rivers with a miscue, and he will find Zach Brown of the 49ers for the interception there. That would set the 49ers up with a field goal. Their offense really could not get a whole lot going there. They would take a 3-0 lead early on. Later on, Carlos Hyde in motion. Kaepernick looking to throw, but a wild one, and that's about as easy of an interception as Denzel Perryman is going to get. Owusu nowhere near the ball there. The 49ers would get the ball back, though, but on the left side, Mager this time with the interception, and he is going to take it to the house, looking for Quentin Patton, who did not finish running the route when the ball was thrown. Mager had his eyes on it the entire time, and Colin Kaepernick, not a good showing in today's game. Fourth and 2, they would try a field goal, but Robbie Gould struggled on the day for the Chargers. That would give the 49ers with an opportunity to regain the lead. However, Manti Te'o would get the interception. That was Rich Sharp throwing it this time. And just not, I'm sorry, that actually might have been Mike Glennon, but Robbie Gould would miss another field goal here. So they've missed opportunities. It's still a one-possession game, and the 49ers would look to take the lead, and Kirkland Marion would help them do just that. A 58-yard touchdown run for the third-round pick out of Ohio State. 49ers would take a 10-7 lead over the Chargers. But that's just when their offense got more and more sloppy. Locklear for the Chargers going to connect with the rookie tight end Howie this time. That is good for a Chargers. They would take the lead and would not give it back up. It was really a game of turnovers here for the 49ers. Here you're going to see Rich Sharp fumble the ball. Taylor would pick it up. And that would set the Chargers up with another opportunity to extend the lead even further. And they would do just that, looking to throw Locklear this time. Down the left side would find Williams, and Rip Gesser, rookie undrafted free agent, gets bowled over by Williams on the play. That would make it 21-10 on the day. And then Hayward getting in on the interception party. Every single 49ers quarterback just greatly struggled in this game. We didn't see a good game from any of them. And it was a rough one. 21-10, Locklear down the left side, going to find the other young tight end. This is Hunter Henry down to the 26-yard line. Then Locklear looking to throw again, finding the rookie Howie. He would take it all the way down to the 4. And then on 4th and goal, they would go for a fake field goal, and Mettenberger dragged down by Demetrius McCray. So in what is probably the best offense the 49ers had all game, they went 97 yards, including this 4th and 16 catch by Aaron Burbridge on the play. Then on 3rd and 16, who other than Kirkland Marion with a 33-yard touchdown reception. Does not have the best hands. He is a very good route runner, though. Then on the onside kick, the 49ers would recover. They have a chance to win this game. It's going to come down to if they can make some plays, and Irons, the rookie strong safety, having other plans for the Chargers. Again, it was an interception party. None of the 49ers quarterbacks doing well at all, and we're kind of seeing a lot of what we saw last season with this 49ers team. But look at Melvin Gordon breaking some tackles on his way to a 51-yard touchdown, avoiding 4 tackles on the play. 49ers defense has got to be better than that in the regular season. And again, it's mostly our backups playing in that situation, but still a little bit disheartening. Let's go ahead and look at the stats throughout the preseason to help us make some changes with this roster, if any. All of the quarterbacks, all kind of around the same place. You see 14-22 for Mike Glennon, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 11-22 for Kaepernick. But the thing is, Kaepernick was going against starters. Mike Glennon didn't go against starters at all. But what about Rich Sharp? 12-15, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. And one of those interceptions was a late game play. I don't know that we can really hold that against him a whole lot. Ultimately, though, I do think Kaepernick is going to be the day 1 starter, but Mike Glennon is right on his heels, and maybe Rich Sharp could make a case, but we have more with Rich Sharp later on in this video. Kirkland Marion, a monster preseason, 7.3 yards a play, 2 touchdowns. Carlos Hyde greatly struggled. Carlos Hyde really wasn't his fault. He wasn't getting any help from the offensive line at all, and he was also going against starters every time he was on the field, whereas Kirkland Marion was going up against backups. But it's something we've got to consider. I do feel like Kirkland Marion just absolutely outplayed and Carlos Hyde, and he's much more of a playmaker, so we are going to have to keep an eye on that as we move forward. We'll get more into that decision later on in this video too. Let's go ahead. Looking at the receiving stats, nobody standing out a whole lot. Obviously, Chris Owusu killed it for us. We're very happy with him. DeMarcus Avery, a rookie out of Houston, would actually lead our team in tackles throughout the preseason. But look at this. Seantrell Wilkerson, 3 tackles for a loss at the cornerback position. We definitely struggled stopping the run last year, and Wilkerson looking to change that. Ronald Blair, 2.5 sacks for him. We also got 2 from Mike Morgan. It was nice to see him step up. Interceptions, Carradine, Zach Brown, and Sean Kendall. So we had 6 interceptions all of last year through 4 shortened preseason games. We got 3, 2 of which are newcomers. Carradine really didn't play much for us last year either. And then, of course, fumbles forced. We see Jimmy Ward forcing one. And then Seantrell Wilkerson recovered one, as did Deron Venable there. No blocks, no safeties. We did get a defensive touchdown, though, and that's going to be Tank Carradine making the play there, too. So, interesting to keep an eye on that as we move forward. Kicking, we did see our rookie Joel Edison kick some field goals. I don't know why they all got glitched out here, but we definitely saw that happen. Bradley Pinion did solid punting the ball, but look at kick returns. Kirkland Marion, such a good player for this team, had the long of 93, took the opening kick of the preseason to the house, but he also had a good punt return of 44 yards as well. This is definitely a guy we are excited about. He is certainly a playmaker and very good third-round selection for us. So we do have some decisions to make here, and let's go ahead and start getting into some of those. Now, what I did not realize is once I progress here, the game automatically goes through and signs all of my players, my practice squad players. So what I end up doing, and let's look at this matchup really quick first, actually. Carlos Hyde and Kirkland Marion. Obviously, Marion has better speed, but the carrying's really not that bad. Carlos Hyde, more of a short yardage running back, obviously, but look at this, route running, 74 route running for Kirkland Marion. The problem is he only has 61 catch attributes, but obviously we saw him make that big reception in that last game, so ultimately I think Marion's probably going to get the start. We only have 2 players on the practice squad, Burley and Sellers, but again, I go ahead and I advance forward. Now, once I do that and go to the first week of the regular season, at that point, it signs a bunch of players to my practice squad automatically, so I already had signed other players. So what I had to do was go ahead and cut a bunch of players and then kind of work it all out. But here is Antoine Bethea. We are going to move on from him at this point in time. Still a 75 overall, doesn't have good zone coverage. His speed's really lacking, though. And we also have younger and better players ahead of him. I don't really see Bethea picking up a whole lot of time, and we can get some salary cap even if we took a little bit of a penalty on the move there. But let's go ahead. And again, I had to kind of make some moves. But first of all, let's go ahead and look at this. Cody Kessler was cut by the Browns. Now, you don't see Rich Sharp here. I was planning on Rich Sharp being on the active roster, but when Cody Kessler was available, I couldn't really say no to that. A great third-string quarterback right now and potentially could take over as starter if we see the same issues that we had previously with our team struggling in terms of turning the ball over. He might get a chance to start for us, so we will have to keep an eye on that. But here is going to be our practice squad guys, including Roll out of Appalachian State. Now, this is actually one of the guys that the computer automatically signed to my practice squad. They just get me, I guess. But of course, I was going to keep him. So he's the one that was automatically assigned to us. The rest that they automatically assigned, I actually cut. But we're going to have to go ahead and put Rich Sharp on the practice squad with us going ahead and getting Kessler there. So Romo is going to be the starter for the Cowboys here, and Dak Prescott, who played very well as a rookie for the Cowboys, going to be the backup still. Ezekiel Elliott is going to be the guy, but look at Percy Shazier down here. Great speed. Another guy to keep an eye on. They also have Babber here at fullback, at wide receiver. Dez Bryant and Terrence Williams, a great 1-2 combo. Cole Beasley, also a very good player. Lucky Whitehead. And then they also got Deshaun McClung, the 6'6 guy that we were actually looking at in the draft. Then Jason Witten. They also got Zachary Otto here, a future replacement for Witten, and this is another guy that could be a playmaker for this Cowboys offense. So a lot of very good players here. Of course, they have the best offensive line in the NFL too, so a very tough matchup here for the 49ers going against this Cowboys team that has a lot of playmakers. We're going to have to see if our young players on defense can step up in the way that we would like them to. We drafted defense for a reason. We also signed a few defensive players, and we're hoping they can all make an impact. Here's another rookie, though. Normando Bullard out of USC, 79 overall left outside linebacker, as the Cowboys looking to add some playmakers as well. More playmakers, I should say. But look at this. Only 4 cornerbacks on their roster. They don't have any injuries here. They only have 4 on their roster, and depth might be a bit of an issue. They do have some good backup safeties that might be able to fill in temporarily, but if their guys start to get a little bit tired, it could put them in an interesting position moving forward. Shazier also going to be there in terms of the special teams for the Cowboys, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. We will look at the Cowboys injury report, but they're not going to have anybody injured. Spoiler alert. But that is going to be it for this episode, guys. I am going to move forward in the regular season with Kirkland Marion as the starter. I do still want Carlos Hyde to get plenty of carries, though. But I just don't think we could keep Kirkland Marion on the bench. He's too much of a playmaker, and I'm looking forward to that. So that is it for the preseason, guys. Week number 1 of year number 2 is underway with the next videos. The 49ers get ready to take on the Cowboys. Hope to see you guys there, and I'll catch you later. Peace.